Raindrop, drop top, top smoking, no cooking the hot pot. Fucking on your bitch, yeah, that. Cooking up dope in the park pot. We came from nothing to something, nigga.
What is up, guys? It is Shiesty, and we are back with another video. This is a really exciting video for me. I am presenting my new baby trap. I just got it today, actually, and I bought it from a friend through Line, and I believe he's a follower of the channel as well. He built this trap and I had quite a bit of fun on it, but ultimately it was too stressful to take care of, and so he sold it at a really good price to me. And I am super excited to basically pursue the baby trap. I was building one on the side and it was just taking a long time because it was free to play. I've literally had it for like 2 weeks, but since I only log into like once or twice a day, it's at 1,000,000 might only. So that was going to be a really long road I was taking, and this definitely jumped the process quite a bit, and it's really exciting to be able to trap in the near future on the baby trap. So you can expect some of that content soon, hopefully. And we're gonna go ahead and get in and look real quick at the buildings and everything. The familiars he did not do any of. I literally just built them in the last like 30 minutes, and I did actually get Aquarius. I used a couple speed ups and I got Aquarius, so we'll slowly start working on him, but I don't expect much from him anytime soon because that is a long road free to play for familiars. I just unlocked him like a week ago on my main account, so yeah, not expecting anything anytime soon. Of course we get a wall speed up as well, but first off we can go ahead and look at the research. And if we go in here, economy, he did a tiny bit down to gem harvesting. Not sure why exactly he went for gem harvesting, but he did, and it didn't really give much might, so there's no worries there. Defense, he did not do any of, which is great. Military, he did quite a bit on, which is good. Obviously, we want that for a baby trap, and he did a little more than I ever did on mine, which is surprising. I didn't even really know you could get down to these like fully, so he did a couple of those. That's good. Extra stats. That's what the baby trap is going to need because in general they have very low stats. So every little bit's going to help. And monster hunting, he did quite a bit of too. Not like a ton, of course. And these give very low might researches. They are very low might researches. So not a big deal. It's probably going to help me in the long run. Upgrade defense, nothing. Just like the first defense. And then upgrade military, he got the subsidies to 10, the important ones, and then he went down a tiny bit more. Don't know what he's exactly going for there, but again, very little might, and I mean, I won't even be able to notice it. You won't be able to notice it. Army leadership as well, he just dabbled in along with military command, but ironically, no familiar research done, and I don't think I'm gonna do any until I get Aquarius on this at least. So so I'm probably just gonna leave it like it is. I don't really see any more research I need to do at this moment, and so I'm gonna leave it at that. Yeah, he got the embassy up, which is good. Definitely will want that as a baby trap, and then the prison and battle hall are just 4. But that is the buildings over there, and then he started the ore production buildings. I'm not going to pursue the hyper, and I'm just going to leave them at that and probably just destroy them because they're in the way, or not necessarily in the way, but you know what I mean. He did build infirmaries, which is great. I will probably put a couple more troops on, but definitely not a ton. He's built the comp pretty well. It's exactly what I would have done. Of course I went down to T3, but I'm sure that's his leverage to stay in the guild, along with him being actually pretty big might for this kingdom, because it's a very new kingdom. But he's got 2 million archers, 2 million cataphracts, and 800,000 gladiators, along with a couple T3, 179,000 stealth snipers, and 122,000 royal cavalry. So very good comp. I think I helped him out a little bit with it when he was originally building it, and I think it's going to be great. I'm probably going to try to get rid of some of the T3 and make a little more T2, just as personal preference, and it depends on how much might the T3 is and all the stuff and how much troops I really want to build, because I want to keep some T3, one, to help with WoW, because as you can see, we have base currently, and I'm not exactly sure how long I'm going to stay in this kingdom. I really don't know for sure, because I'm just got this account, and I haven't done the planning for it yet, so who knows. I'm probably going to stay here for a little bit, because we can actually look real quick at the gear and jewel situation, but I think it's pretty rough in terms of jewels specifically, which I've always had a hard time with all my accounts. But gear isn't looking too bad. Definitely I'm going to get a couple of the things gold and then everything else purple. But this will be my war set probably. I might go for the Lunar Scimitar in the future. But for now, I'm just going to focus on getting the Fiery Tomahawk and the Lost Island Relic up to gold before I worry about a Lunar Scimitar, because they share the same materials, or roughly the same materials. Other things I'll also are free to play and will naturally go up to purple and gold pretty quickly, and I think it'll look really, really good. But yeah, that is the gear situation. There's a couple jewels in here. Actually, that's a pretty good blue ranged attack, and then a green infantry, and we can go look real quick. I'll show you the gear in here. Nothing special, but it's not bad. It's not bad at all, and the Sacred Broadsword is a better attack currently sword, main hand, but I am putting the Fiery Tomahawk on just because I'm not attacking or trapping right now, and that will be better at Legendary. So that is why the Fiery Tomahawk is on currently. He's got a couple monster hunting pieces too, which is nice, and in general he's got a pretty decent set of gear here. For jewels, they are rough. I mean, that's guaranteed in a new account. They're pretty impressive for how new this account is. So I got a couple green infantry jewels there, and I'm debating whether I should try to get several blue jewels, or if I should just try to get this trap up and running quickly, just get mainly green jewels in all of it, and maybe a couple blue before I start trapping. I'm not sure yet. It really depends, but I don't plan to spend any money on this account, any more money than what Gabriel has spent. So that is the workshop gear, jewels, that situation. For heroes, he's got Oathkeeper to purple, Demon Slayer to blue, Bomb and Goblin to blue, Rose Knight, Petite Devil, the big guy, and Snow Queen to green, and then a couple grays here and there, Witch Doll, Dream Witch from the stages, of course. And that is what the hero situation is looking like. I'm of course going to run Oathkeeper, Demon Slayer, Bomb and Goblin, Rose Knight, and Snow Queen. That will be my select few here. I'm definitely not going for another pay-to-play hero on this trap. Big Guy and Petite Devil will be nice to use in hero stages and Coliseum, but other than that, they're going to sit on the sidelines. His main hand is definitely going to be nice to have, but I do believe I actually... Let's see, that's 10%, and that, yeah, I don't need the trident. And I will say, I made that trident. He did not. I just connected the dots, because I don't ever get the big guy packs, which I definitely should. I just am too cheap to do that normally. So I did make the trident after I had gotten the account. So that is definitely on me. Anyways, that's beside the point. The heroes are looking really good for how new the kingdom is, and I can show you real quick how new the kingdom is. It's 695. So we'll go in here and look how much protection is left. There is 69 days of protection left, and what that means to me is there are so many protected kingdoms I get to just wreak havoc in before I enter the real world of Lords Mobile, where 11 billion might can come to your kingdom, your brand new kingdom, or not brand new, but you know what I mean, newly opened kingdom. So that is exciting for me, because that means there's a lot of new players I'll get to trap if I'm smart with my tactics and basically not getting a bunch of dead troops for no reason. So that is definitely exciting, and I look forward to that greatly. But yeah, we have the base now, which is great, and that's probably what I'll burn most of my T3 on as I am building up. Again, not sure how long I'm going to stay in this kingdom until I decide to move on and start trapping. I would definitely like to get at least green jewels, but I hate to just have green jewels. You know, the problem is getting blue jewels is a big leap. And I don't know how long I want to stay out of commission on this account before I go into full trapping mode. So I don't know. Leave your suggestions in the comments for maybe gear I should switch up on here. Again, I am not going to invest any more money into this account, or if I do, very little. So don't of course leave like a level 60 set of gear or a pay to play set of gear. By that means even but any suggestions are welcomed. I can go through and evaluate them. And yeah, just like what I should do for my build, for my comp. What do you think I should change? Do you think I should change anything? Do you think I should just build on it a little bit? I would like to build a little bit onto it. Depending, I'll have to scout out the kingdoms that they're under protection but are still made before this kingdom, so that I can go through them, of course, and trap there. And I'm gonna have to see how big the players are on average, and if I need to beef my account up to maybe like 34 million or what. I don't want to make it too big, of course, because I don't want to make it too obvious to trap. And if it's too big, then these people in these newer kingdoms won't hit me, period. So we gotta see, we gotta find a good medium ground there. But real quick, before we end the video, we can look at a couple reports he got before he passed the account over. And the first one by Rocco, and that was 309,000 and 230,000 reds on his side, and only 85,000 wounded on Gabriel's side, which is really good. So it was a cav hit too, which is a counter, of course. And he did have a couple more troops on terms of gladiators, but less cataphract. So looks like there's been a little troop exchange since this ordeal. And yeah, really good trap there. The next one was by Ball next, or Bal next, whatever. 210,000, 170,000 dead, only 19,000 wounded on this side, and was capped on all three of these as well. But Ball next also sent another follow-up attack, probably the next day. I don't know. Let's look. Looks like in the same time frame, actually. But sent another attack, got the same amount of dead pretty much, and wounded a little more this time. Maybe he sent cavalry. Let's look. So ranged on this one. So Gabriel got the counter on that. And then wonder what he sent in here. Ranged again. Well, interesting. Maybe he sent gear or something this time. I don't know. If you can look at the player now, 106 million might. That's pretty big. And decent familiar gear, pretty good familiar gear for this new of a kingdom. So probably has pretty decent war gear. And you can look real quick at the first guy. He is around the same might. 95 million, pretty decent cav gear as well. And for new kingdom, that is. But yeah, pretty cool trap. Very low kills. Not very low at all for how new the kingdom is, but generally speaking, low kills. So it's not going to be super obvious as a trap, which is good. And that means I'll get some easy content and some fun content up soon. And I just realized I'm in the same guild as Ball next. Am I in the same guild as the first guy? No. Okay. Well. Anyways. Yeah, this account had a little bit of history already in this kingdom, and we can look real quick as well. It was 54th last time I checked. 54th in this kingdom. We already got a couple huge players, which I'm not going to take a hit from, with some insane gear already, gold champions. But yeah, so that is my worry for these next kingdoms. That's why I'm going to scout them out. I might have to push to 34, or maybe even high 30 million might range, but we will see. Only time will tell, and some scouting and all that stuff. So once again, leave suggestions for what I should do with this trap. With this trap, I'm not giving it away, so don't even ask. But yeah, thank you guys for watching. Thank you for getting this far into the video. If you enjoyed the video, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace out.
Go.
Shiesty.